Hey YouTube, I'm back. Gonna make a quick video. It might be a little shaky and stuff because I'm not gonna bother trying to set a tripod up or anything, but just something I know a lot of people's had trouble on, and so hopefully this video will help some people out. But what I'm working on now is a 2010 Volkswagen CC, and there's a couple of different things, but the particular thing I was wanting to show you with this is these setups, you know, Audi and all that, Audi, however you want to say it, have electronic parking brake, and to actually change the rear pad, you're supposed to have a retraction tool or a computer that goes through a computer system of the car to retract the park brake cylinder, and I'm going to show you how to do it without needing any of that, you know, just basic tools. But another thing I also want to show you is these little caps here, lug nuts. They have what, can't really see them in the video, but they look like they're a Torx bit that fit them, and they're not, they're just pressed on. In the trunk, you should have one of these little tools, just a wire hook, but if not, you can use a little seal pick or anything with a 90-degree angle. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, but I'll show you how these come off. I already loosened the lug nuts, but I'll put these back on just to show you. But you just hook these inside the hole and just pull them off. And if you'll notice, the anti-theft lug nut, it's smooth, and the other ones, you know, are just a regular hex shape. So if you look on the bottom of these, most of them will have a hex shape, but there's one. Of course, it'll be the last one I pick up. There's this one that'll just be round inside, and that will go to the anti-theft lug nut. But I'll go ahead and pull this tire off, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the electric park brake. Alright, we're back on this. I've already got the bolts out of the caliper. It's 13mm bolt that holds them in, but you also have to have a 15mm wrench to hold the back, the actual guide pin. But something else you want to remember too is whenever you go to do this, be sure to release your parking brake before you try this, or you'll never get the caliper off. So you can tell this one's already released. So, and whenever you release your park brake, make sure it's on a level surface and chalked up and stuff so it won't roll when you release it. So go ahead and pull the caliper off. Now here's the electronic motor slash gearbox and all the stuff that controls the park brake system. And there's no way you can push this in, but like I say, you're supposed to have a computer and plug it in and select retract park brake. And but most people is not going to have that computer. It's I think on average of $200 to $300. But the easiest way is this right here. Now take a T30 Torx bit, and there's two screws holding the gearbox on. And they're Loctite from the factory, so and this way you don't even have to unhook the electric connector from the motor or brake line or anything. So hope this is showing up halfway decent on the camera. Now this is an O-ring seal in here, so it'll be a little tough getting off. Not too bad though. See there? Now here's your gearbox assembly. Just lay it to the side, and remember which way it sits on there. And you'll notice on here, it's almost like the drive is a Torx bit shape. So I think it's a T40 fits that perfect. Let's see. Yep, T40 fits it perfect. Now after I drop it about 3 times, we'll be doing good. Alright. You also want to, well, I collapse the cylinder as I'm backing the screw off, but you can probably just back the screw off and then collapse the cylinder, but I just prefer to do it this way. Alright, now you'll notice that the cylinder won't collapse the way it is, or the piston. So you take your Torx bit and put it in here and turn it clockwise. And then you'll notice it'll allow you to collapse the cylinder or piston. So I go until it gets tight again. Turn some more. And you just turn this clockwise until it stops. Right there it is. And that'll allow you to finish collapsing the piston. And I can take that tool out. And then just put the assembly back on. It also wouldn't hurt to grease that O-ring to make assembly a little bit easier. But yeah, just set the electronic part back on there, tighten your bolts, and just reinstall everything, you know, with the new pads or rotor or whatever. But this is not a full brake tutorial. This is just a little a cheat to do with getting around having to take this thing to a dealer and pay hundreds of dollars, or having to pay hundreds of dollars to get the computer to do it with. So I'm going to clean these bolts up and lubricate the O-ring so it goes back together easier. I'm going to put everything together, and then I'll show you how to engage your park brake so it'll adjust and pull everything up.